Yeah, they're not letting me share the link. So, all right, we're gonna start in a few. All praise to Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. We're gonna start in a few. Shalom to the 12 tribes of Yasha Allah. Shalom. Wow, look at that. Now the Most High, he let the damn link to be here now, but it wasn't before. All right, we're just waiting for a buyer to get on. All right, so just waiting for a buyer to get on. Salakia. Shalom. Shalom.
It was messing up.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. All right. First and foremost, I think for all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh, BAHASHAM, Yahushua. All right, that's all praises to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, in the name of his only begotten Son, Yahushua. All right, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus the Christ. All right, and he's the Savior of the nation of Israel, whose real name is Yahushua. All right. So shalom to the 12 tribes you get Israel. All right, Yahweh Bashim Shabbrakatham. To those that's observing this Sabbath, right? Shabbat Shalom. And to those that's observing the feast of Salah, feast of Booths or the feast of Tabernacles, Shar feast of Tabernacles to y'all as well. Right? Come. Right. So we're gonna be doing the gather yourselves together, Israel. Right. That's the name of the title of the video. Gather yourselves together, Israel. Because we're in the last days. We're in the days that we should be gathering together. Right? We shouldn't be forsaking the assembly, like it says, right, in Hebrews the 10th chapter and 25th verse. Right? So now is the time to gather with each other, right? Whether it be in person, whether it be online, whether it be through phone, group chat, hey, whatever you got to do, right? Now's the time to start communicating with your brethren and with your sisters. All right, so I'm gonna kick it off with Zephaniah, the second chapter. All right, Zephaniah, the second chapter, and the first verse. Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. It says, "Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired." And what that nation not desired, right? We're the ones under the curses. We're the ones that everyone hates, right? Verse 2, before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, before the day of the Lord, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you. So the day of the Lord's anger is very near, all right? It's nigh, all right? So we should be what? Gathering ourselves together. We're stronger together, right? Ecclesiastes 4 and 9. But kind of, without further ado, I'm gonna pass it to brother Elias. Block it. All right.
Con, you done?
Con, you got it.
Oh, con. All the brothers said we need to congregate with each other, Salakia. Because
Right,
let me get this real quick. Proverbs 7:27, verse 17. Iron sharpeneth iron, so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend.
right,
Right. So if you with a brother in the truth and things of that nature, you kind of falling short. The other brother can help you get back up on your feet. He can give you some exhortation. He can give you
right.
some things you didn't know about. These brothers right here, they be giving me some scriptures that I didn't even know about for real. So
Con,
that's iron sharpening iron, and that's a good thing. But if you by yourself, hey man, you might fall out the truth because you have nobody to uplift you. Right. So it's really
right.
important that you congregate, that you have brothers in the truth, you teach, you kind of bread with each other. Okay.
Hey, that's right. That's right. That's totally right. You know what I'm saying? And we need each other. You know, we need each other. The Most High, He's raising people up. I mean, brothers and sisters up for a reason. So that we can be stronger together and get this kingdom together. You know, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 4 verse 9. It says, "Two are better than one." This is obvious, right? This is obvious, but of course, you got a scripture on it, right? It says, "Two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he have not another to help him up." Exactly. So if you can't be a damn individual like in this truth, all right? The Lord is against just being an individual, all right? The Lord said, "Gather together," and the Lord said that two are better than one. You know, that's why you have camps. That's why you have congregations. That's why you have assemblies. Okay, and get with brothers and sisters like-minded, so that you guys can be better, and you can present yourselves before the Lord as an holy sacrifice. Okay, like it says in the Romans the 12th chapter. All right. So, Khan, you got it.
Let me get another one real quick in Proverbs chapter 27. And we can get verse 10. Thine own friend and thy father's friend forsake not. So your own friend, but don't forsake him, right? Neither go into thy brother's house in the day of thy calamity. For better is a neighbor that is near than a brother far off. And that's what it means, man. You can have a brother, a blood brother, right? Y'all not really close together, but you can have a friend, and you kind of met him online. You met him, however you met him. You only know him for a year, and you know your brother your whole life. But it says right here, hey man, your own friend can be better than your blood brother,
Khan.
because your brother can be out the truth, he can be wicked, but your friend, he can be in the truth. He knows what's going on. He know how to uplift you. That's really can happen, right? Because when you come to the truth, you might forsake some of your family. That's gonna happen. But when you got brothers in the truth, they kind of have to they're like minded. You're not gonna lose them because y'all walking on the same accord. Referring to First Corinthians 1 and verse 10. So
Right. Khan. And that reminds me of a point too. You know what I'm saying? That reminds me of a point, like when Yahushua said this in Matthew the 10th chapter. Okay, because brothers and sisters that are individualites, whatever the hell that is, but and them just want to be by themselves. They got all this infinite knowledge and wisdom, right? They know all knowledge and all wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Like we all got it wrong. You know what I'm saying? So hey, I'm gonna Matthew chapter 10 and verse. They might pull this, all right? Matthew chapter 10 and verse 20. All right, I'm gonna start at 20. It says, so these are the signs, right, of the times. It says, for it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you, right? Verse 21. And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death. And see, hey, they might pull that. They might be like, see, with brethren, hey, they might just deliver me up, man. I don't know if he's an agent. I don't know if he's an agent. Hey, what the Lord say? The Lord said that what? Let's go to Hebrews, right? Let's go to the book of Hebrews, bro. All right, Hebrews chapter 12, right? And I'm gonna start at let me see, right? Or which one was this? Let me see. Right. It might be in Second Peter. It might be in Second Peter.
Wait, if you can paraphrase it, that can probably help me.
Oh yeah, I found it. All praises. But it
Okay.
says, oh yeah, this is First Peter chapter 4, verse 12. The water though. It says, beloved, thinking not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. But rejoice in as much as ye are partakers of Christ's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. So brothers and sisters don't understand that that's part of Christ's sufferings. What did Yahweh go through? Yahweh, he got delivered by his own brother, Judas, right? He got delivered by his own brother. So whether or not, if you don't know if that brother's an agent or not, but you still laboring with him. You still breaking bread together. So at the end of the day, it's still what? He's still your brother. Even if he might deliver you up during the end. And you don't know who's going to deliver you up. You know what I'm saying? Until that day, right? And you should rejoice in that because what? That's part of Christ's suffering. That's what the book of First Peter says. You know what I'm saying? But come, you know.
Con. And you shouldn't be, hanging out with these worldly people for real. Because, again, I always use this First Corinthians 1 and 10. How can you be in the truth and they be in the world? How can y'all walk in the same accord? What will y'all be? What is there to talk about if he's in the world and you in the truth?
Uh,
That's why it says, evil communication corrupt good men. Paraphrasing, man.
First Corinthians
Right, because
15.
y'all gonna start talking about, the football game. Then y'all gonna start talking about alcohol. And next thing you smoking weed, right? So you don't want to be that type of dude to let me just get it real quick. Through the spirit.
And that's another point too, yeah. And individualites, they might be still hanging out with people in the world, but they can't hang out with brothers and sisters that that's about this truth, man. That's crazy.
This Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 7 verse 2.
Uh,
Depart from the unjust. So depart from the unjust, depart from the wicked, depart from the people who's not keeping the commandments, who don't have Yahweh in their heart, right? And iniquity shall turn away from thee. And iniquity going to turn away from you because you might be going through a lot of things, and you might say, "Yeah, but I'm in a fight. I'm going through it, man. The Lord dealing with me." But really, whole time you out there with the same people in the world since third grade, man. Right? You're not changing. You're not even wearing your fringes. You're still out there doing the same thing, man. Right?
yeah. Talking about y'all want to go on the club Friday night.
Yeah. First one there, and the last one to leave.
God, come on, brother. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, ain't. Yeah. And let me pull this real quick. First Corinthians, you quoted it. First Corinthians 15 and 33. It says, be not deceived, evil communications corrupt good manners. You just talking about folly and wickedness all day. That's what Jake talks about. He just talks about folly, madness, football, all right, basketball, and then women, right? Now you got guys talk about females all day, right? Come on. then you got a lust demon on you.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. You gotta cut that. You gotta cut that down. You know, like the brother was saying. Come on,
Oh, I got another precept for that too. Because you have
come
to understand, you have brothers in this truth. Okay, look. Okay, look. So again, Israel. Everybody that's Israelites. Those are your brothers. But on a deeper level, your real brothers are the ones who's pushing this truth, like Yahushua said. So this is
on,
Matthew chapter 12. We can start at verse 48. We can start at verse 47.
come on.
Let me see. Actually, no, we can start at verse 46, right? And it reads, while he had talked to the people, and the people are Jews, right? The disciples, right? Behold, his mother and his brethren stood without, desiring to speak with him. So they kind of, in the back of the crowd, trying to get his attention, trying to talk to, Mary trying to talk to his son Yahushua, right? Then one said unto him, behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee. So someone told Yahushua, hey man, your mom and your brother is out there, and they trying to talk to you, right? Verse 38. But he answered and said unto them, to him that told him, who is my mother and who are my brethren? So who's my mother and who's my brother? Right, verse 49. And he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples and said, hold my mother and my brethren. So all these people in front of me, the disciples, these are my mother and my brethren. Verse 50. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father, which is in heaven, the same as my brother and sister and brother and mother. Come on. So he's not talking. He's not the brother with a plume, man. He's talking to the disciples, man. These are my brothers. Cause look, let me precept it. Let me get Matthew 12 and verse 30, and it reads,
All right,
he that is not with me is against me. So you're not with the Most High. You're not trying to teach the truth. You're not keeping the commandments. You're against him, right? He that gathereth not with me scatters abroad. So if you're doing anything but teach his word, you're scattering abroad. You're scattering the sheep,
all
right?
right.
So come on. So your real brothers, your real sisters are the people that's keeping the commandments.
Mm-hmm. Come on. That's right. Hey, to link that up, John chapter 14 and verse Slovakia, right? Let me see. It might be 15. Kind. It's 15, right? John chapter 15 and verse 14. It says, "Ye are my friends if you do whatsoever I command you." And what did Yahweh Shai command his disciples? To keep the laws, right? To keep his sayings, to love him, right? To love your neighbor as you love yourself, right? To keep all the laws. And it says, "Ye are my friends if you do whatsoever I command you." You know, and your friends are who? You know, those like the brother just pulled, those that's in the truth. All right. Those are your friends, those are your brothers, those are your sisters, your mothers, right? Your earthly fathers. All right. And it says, henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doth, but I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you. See that? So, disciples, the apostles, they're direct friends of Yahweh Shah, you know. And we can't exactly say, oh yeah, I'm a friend of the Lord, you know. Yeah, I'm the friend, I'm a friend. Yeah, I'm a friend of the Lord, you know. We don't know, right? But we're obviously those of us that's in this truth. Hey, we are friends. You know what I'm saying? So come,
I want to get this too, because when you meet a friend, like I said, I'm sorry, I'm about to read it real quick.
right?
So,
Come,
right, where Ecclesiasticus chapter 6 and verse 7, and this goes in about friends. Like whoever's
hmm
in this should read it. But it's
right,
chapter 6 and verse 5. Sweet language will multiply friends, right? So sweet language, not you're just being peaceful, peaceful. You're not trying to argue with somebody. You just calm, you chilling. You being meek, you just being happy, man. You're not trying to argue with somebody, trying to debate, trying to cause strife. You just trying to
right.
be at peace with brothers. That's what it means by sweet language, right? Um, or fair speaking tongue will increase kind greeting. Kind, so a fair speaking tongue will increase kind greetings, man. People want to see that you're a cool brother to hang around with. You don't have no guile. You're not always trying to gossip about another brother, man.
Come,
You're always trying to speak good things. Let's keep going though. Verse 6. Be in peace with many. So be in peace with many brothers, because you don't want to have that bad name on you, right? Because in the ancient world, A name is a big thing. You either have a good name or a bad name, or ill name. Right? A bad name. This brother, he drinks too much. He came to my house. He started knocking everything down. He kind of got into it with my woman. That's a bad name, man. That's a really bad name. But a good name is that this brother, man. He knows what he's talking about. He's always pulling precepts. He's always in a word. That's a good name. Let's get a point this right here. Um, Let me just jump down to 7. If thou wouldst get a friend, so if you get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. So you gotta prove your friend, right? You can't just get a friend just because you wearing fringes and think he's in the truth, he's sincere. Or you gotta prove him. You should be
Right.
asking him questions, things of that
Mhm.
nature. The same way a judge had to prove to see put you on trial to prove you to see if you're guilty or not. The same way you got to do it to your friend.
Right.
The judge can ask you, where were you at this time? What were you doing at this time? You got to give an alibi to prove what you was doing, right?
Con.
So kind of got to prove it.
Con. And you said to link that up, right? Because it said, like the brother is saying, if in verse 5 it says, "Sweet language will multiply friends, and the fair speaking tongue will increase kind greetings." Right. So let's link that up with Proverbs 20 19 and 4. Right. Proverbs 19 and 4, and it reads, "Wealth maketh many friends, and the poor is separated from his neighbor." So, um, King Solomon, he said that wealth maketh many friends, and he knew this. You know what I'm saying? He knew this. When you read the account in I believe it was First Kings, right? You read the account about how much wealth Solomon had. You know what I'm saying? He was the richest king that was reigning at that time. So he said that wealth making many friends. He knew that he had a lot of fake friends just because he was rich. And even in the world, man, we have some, I know some I used to be friends with some of these well, when I was in the world, right? I was friends with some, people that had some money, right? And basically they'll have some followers, they'll have followers just because they got money, just because they got the newest Jordans on and the newest Gucci on, right? Versace and all that. They'll get that worldly respect and that vainglory. So the Lord's not dealing with the people that's rich and that's whose heart has departed from the Most High, right? Well, I'm gonna read that again. Proverbs chapter 19, verse 4. You gotta watch out for that too. You might have a lot of fake friends. You read about that in the scriptures. You know, I believe there was that precept right in Sirach. It was like there's a friend, right? There's a friend that is only for you for your benefit.
I was about to get that too,
Yeah,
and
yeah, Con. Like
that's in
yeah, yeah.
chapter 6 as well.
Okay, Con. Yeah, yeah. Like he's only there in your prosperity, but in your adversity, he can't be found. You know what I'm saying? It was something like to that effect too. But yeah, Con, you got it.
There's so many different ways inside right that it puts it. But this one of the ways that it says this Sirach chapter 6 and verse 8. This might not be the same one you was quoting, but it's kind of the same thing. And it reads, "For some men is a friend for his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble." Right? So you got some friends and everything. He's only there, for your for his own will. Right? He see you prospering, you got money, he see you got respect, in the streets or something like that. He wanna hang with you just so he can get the benefits off of you. Right? But when you're going through stuff, you kind of lose your job, you lose everything. You come to the truth, he's nowhere to be found. Right? He's nowhere to be found. So let me get this other verse too, Shalakia.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Let me see, Shalakia. Verse 10, and it reads,
Ooh. Oh, Con, you got it. It's a lot.
you can get it, go ahead.
No, no, you got it. You got it.
All right,
I'm
verse
I'm
10, and it
listening.
reads,
Con.
again, some friend is a companion at the table. So when you're at the table, you eating, man, you eating. You that's the only thing you do is eat, right?
All
Everything
right.
going good for you, right? He's only your friend when you're at the table. But let's see what happens. And will not continue in the day of thy affliction, right? So, hey, man, when you start getting, going through it, man, he's not gonna continue, man. Just think about it. Where are your friends at right now when you came into this truth? None of my friends is here no more, man. For real. That's how you can tell who the real friends are now. right? Um, so look, I get one more.
Yeah, Con, you got it.
Con. I just had it, Salakia. I just had it. Give me like 20 seconds.
Con.
Um,
I'll just elaborate on that too a little bit,
Kanye,
right?
go ahead.
Yeah, Con, yeah, of course you're gonna have a lot. You're gonna find out who your fake friends are, man. You know, a lot. I stopped talking to a lot of people, even when I'm still going to school, bro. I stopped talking to a lot of people. And do I count that as a loss? No, because I knew those damn memories that I had with them. It was just all folly and madness and wickedness. You know what I'm saying? So, Con, you got it?
Kanye, I got one more verse. Con.
Oh,
I just
okay.
want to say one more thing too. I used to like always talk to people at school and everything, but all of a sudden I came into this truth. I had my fringes on. I used to get off the bus, go to like either the cafeteria or into my homeroom. I'll just be watching like Brother Knockcom or something like that, just listening to him and just chilling
Uh,
for real. I never really talked to people like that.
right.
But this is Sirach chapter 6 and verse 12, and it reads, "If that be brought low, he will be against thee, and will hide himself from thy face." So when you brought low, you kind of need some money. You calling him up and everything, he's not answering. You text him, kind of said message block, things of that nature. He blocked you on Instagram and things of that nature, man. He will hide his face from you, right? Let me get one more, the next verse, and it reads, uh, "Separate thyself from thy enemies and take heed of thy friends." So at the
Mm,
end of the day, separate from thy enemies and take heed of your friends. Know who's
right.
your real friend and who's just with you because you're at the table, man. So
That's mighty precept.
it's all right. Chapter 6 go in, man.
Hmm. That's right. That's right. And also, I'm gonna get this Sirach chapter 12 and verse 8. It kind of harps on that too. It says, "A friend cannot be known in prosperity, and an enemy cannot be hid in adversity."
Mm,
I love that precept. Right?
mm,
So, man, yeah, God, when you're prospering in this truth, you're prospering in this truth. It might be your first few months of the truth, your first year, whatever. You're prospering, growing in knowledge and wisdom, understanding, man. You know what I'm saying? You're finding out the high holy days. It's like, that first love, you have, that feeling, that all, basically brothers and sisters experience, your prosperity, and you start getting all these new friends. You might join a congregation, right? You might join a camp. You might meet brothers or sisters online or whatever. You know, that the Most High reveals unto you. Hey, you're prospering. You might have just and Most High might have just granted you a new job. You know, new computer, what a new phone, whatever. And you're prospering. But your friends. Hey, when you're in prosperity, it says a friend cannot be known in prosperity, right? Because of how we just went over in Sirach chapter 6. A friend can only be with you at the table, man. As soon as that food runs out, he's gone. Right? Right? So you can't know him. And on the contrary, and an enemy cannot be hid in adversity. Hey, Esau can't be hid right now, bro. It's obvious that Esau. Oh, we got Tizer on here. Shalom.
Oh,
so
shalom.
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 Right? Come on. What did you say?
It's, shalom, y'all. Shalom.
Oh, come.
Y'all hear me good or no?
All right. Come. Yeah. So, hey, Esau can't be hid right now. It's obvious. It's in broad daylight that Esau is our enemy. That's why the Lord said that an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity. We're always catching hell from this damn white man, you know. But you know.
you got a precept, Tajar?
Come well, I'm gonna get to one. Y'all talking about Esau? Or what?
We talking about friends,
Yeah,
dating, things of that nature.
Y'all already bring that on Sirach. I already know.
Yeah, we went in on that one.
Yeah.
Oh, but,
Brothers got to find a different one now.
I got one though. If you don't have one,
you get yours. I'm
Con.
because I love this account. Samuel is my favorite book in the Bible so far. I haven't read a Bible yet, a book that topped it yet, man. To be honest,
Um,
these other books is good and everything, but I was never like, trust me, man, it goes in.
all right,
But
first deep.
what
Con.
you say?
Yeah, I said first game was deep.
Yeah. Second Samuel. Right. It goes in. Joshua. Man, it goes in. But this one thing I love about this book is how Jonathan loved David like more than his father, man. And that's deep. That's a real friend right there. Cause look, this First Samuel chapter 20. I must let me see. I'm gonna start at verse 16, and it reads: So Jonathan made a covenant with the house of David, saying, "But the
Right.
Lord even required it at the hand of David's enemies." And Jonathan caused David to swear again because he loved him. So Jonathan loved David, right? For he loved him as he loved his own soul. So Jonathan loved David so much. He loved David as much as he loved himself, man. And that's deep. That's a real friend. Because if you read the whole book of First Samuel and things of that nature, they made a covenant to see if Saul was going to kill David or not. You just got to read it to understand it, man. You just got to read it for real. But Jonathan was a real friend. He was a ride or die.
Um,
Right. That's right.
hey, I don't know the certain account, but I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Like Peter, right? Hey, he went crazy for your outside. He
Con,
was off though. But hey, bro, hey, for real though, who wouldn't have done that, bro? That was
Uh,
the Lord was really making that example though, for real. He was still off though, man. You know?
but by cutting the ear off, right?
Yeah, he cut
Con,
it.
oh yeah, come.
He was attacking outside, trying to take him to jail, man.
he went to straight hit
Hey,
him,
man,
man. I'm
take
telling
him away. You know? Hey, man.
Uh,
you,
but
man.
yeah, that's right. That's right. And I believe during that time, right, Yahawah said, sell your garment, basically, and copy you a stick. You know, copy you
Mhm.
a damn sword. Right. He said that during like around that time. You know. So hey, Yahawah he was like, hey, Peter, hey, just wait, bro, just wait. Hey, just wait, bro. And also,
Con.
let me get this.
Okay, you got it. Can I say one more thing real quick?
Yeah, yeah, come.
And Peter was even though he ran away and everything, Peter was right behind them, following them wherever they was going. And while he
Yeah,
was like in the judge and everything, he was still right there, man. I'm telling Peter was day one, man. I'm telling you.
right.
Peter and
Uh,
John. John was right there crying on his feet. I'm like,
yeah,
dang, man.
right. Yeah, Peter. Hey, yeah, Peter was always with Yahweh.
I already know y'all brought out Leviticus, huh?
Uh,
Uh,
Damn, y'all didn't do that.
God. But let me just bring this out real quick. It's a lot.
Come on.
This is Job chapter 6 and verse 14. It says, to him that is afflicted, pity shall be showed from his friend, right? But he forsaketh the fear of the Almighty. So when you're afflicted, you know what I'm saying? And we always get afflicted in this truth. Always catching hell in the truth, man. Whether it be by your damn TV, your damn school, your damn family, we're always catching hell, right? And so during those times of you catching hell, what do you need? Of course, you need Yahweh Shah. But on a carnal level, you also need your friends. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it says that what? To him that is afflicted, pity shall be showed from his friend. You know, because just like how we read, a friend sticketh closer than a brother. Because you might tell this matter to your brother. I'm always being tempted to do this, or I'm always catching hell by this. Your brother might just be like, "Oh, for real? Okay," and just keep moving, right? Or he might just call the damn the crazy house on you, right? So you tell this matter to your real brother and then sister, right? You tell this matter to your friends, in the truth, and pity shall be showed unto you, you know. So come on.
Come on. You gonna bring yours out, buddy, or want me to get
well,
mine?
you got it.
No, come on. I'm gonna just bring out the classic, right? This is Leviticus 19 and 17.
Uh,
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt anywise rebuke thy neighbor, right? You know, I am the Lord thy I am the Lord. So like
right,
I
right,
am look, thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. Hey, no matter what goes on, bro, we have to love each other, because it's all we got. We ain't got your upside down here with us on this physical level, bro.
right.
We got each other. You know. Let me get this is also in Sirach, right? Sirach 14, right? And I'm gonna read, Salaki 13, and I'm gonna start at verse 14. I love the Lord. Y'all already bring it up?
You said Sirach 13?
Yeah, Sirach 13 to 14.
Allah, Allah.
Yeah, come on. Right? Love the Lord all thy life and call upon him for thy salvation. Every beast loveth his like, and every man loveth his neighbor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, that's how it's supposed to be. We supposed to love each other. We
That's
ain't
right.
supposed to be out here, vexing each other, rebuking unwisely for no
Mm-hmm.
reason, talking behind brothers' backs,
Right.
right?
Backbiting.
Right, backbite, man.
Uh,
Right, verse 16, right? All flesh concerneth according to kind, and the man will cleave to his like. Right, that's how it's supposed to be. We're supposed to cleave to our own skin color, right? That's
mm-hmm.
literally how it's supposed to be. Right? What fellowship has the wolf with the lamb, so the sinner with the godly, man? Like, we're not like nobody else on this earth. So why would we even congregate with anybody, man? We do better together, you know? And we do how we get conquered, divided, right? Yeah,
Con. I kind of got a two piece. You y'all don't mind.
come
Con, you got it.
So the brother was bringing this out earlier, but I'm gonna go up two verses up. So this is John 15. I can start at verse 12, and it reads, "This is my commandment that ye love one another." So you gotta love one another, and I'm talking about Israelites, of course, but you gotta love one another as I have loved you. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. So, you kind of out there teaching, all hell breaking loose. Somebody starts shooting. Hey, man, that friend, he might jump in front of his friend and take the bullet for him. Because that's a real friend. Because
Mm-hmm.
Yahawah, on a deeper level, he got his life taken away from him for us, right? So, hey, man. Because it says right here in Hebrews chapter 13, verse 1, let brotherly love continue. All right, so you got to let it continue. Because a lot of people are stiff-necked. They hate their brother in their heart. You got GMS, all these other camps going at it like a game,
Mm-hmm.
like Blood and Crips, right?
Con.
Talking about I can't teach you because you're under a different camp. I
Well,
can't I can't congregate with you because you're under a different camp.
con. Well, that's actually what's it called? I see ISUPK. Con. ISUPK. But
Con, they rolled up on.
con. But GMS kind of actually showed love though. They did show love to the Watchmen. But
Con, they
con.
did, yeah, Con, they did.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
still
Con.
can't get over how ISUPK they rolled up on GMS like that, bro.
I know for real. That's off right there.
That's off.
That's off. Under General Young, he said the Earth belongs to.
Yeah, man. Talking about commanding General Yahana. Man, that's all.
God, he said the Earth. He said the Earth belongs. General Young until the Lord comes back.
That's
Oh,
all,
gosh, man.
man.
God. All right. Sloppy. Hey, can I bring this out real quick?
Yeah, I'm done. Go ahead.
Okay, God, Slocky. It's all right. Let me just bring this out real quick.
Okay.
This is Sirach chapter 14 and verse 13, right? It says, "Do good unto thy friend before thou die, and according to thy ability, stretch out thy hand and give to him." Right? So meaning that what? You have a friend in this truth, even maybe y'all don't even know each other, right? But you're still in the same camp, you're still in the same congregation. Do good unto him, right? Do good unto thy friend before thou die. Because you don't know when you're going to go out, You don't even know if you're going to go out, right? Because some brothers, you know, hey, maybe even sitting before me right now shall not taste death, right? So you don't know when you're going to go. You don't know when you're going to get delivered up. You don't know if you're going to die. So it says, according to thy ability, stretch out thy hand and give to him. You know, hey, build him back up. Give him some precepts, right? If you don't have money, if you got the money, then hey, give it to him. Give him some food if you can, right? Help each other out, right? So come.
Come. You got a precept about it?
You got it.
Okay, right. This is right. 16, right? And I'm gonna read 14. Right, the back of what it's talking about. Make
Right.
make way for every work of mercy, For every man shall find according to his works. You know, so hey, Most High literally sees everything, bro. If we out here, trying to give breakdowns to brothers,
All right.
trying to give John 3:16, take the faith to him, right? The Most High sees that, right? Nobody else may see that, but the Most High sees it. So that's why I
Mm-hmm.
continue with a godly man every day. I know you know what precept I'm talking about, right? Verse 15: The Lord hardened Pharaoh that he should not know him, that his powerful works might be known unto the world. And let me get this also right in Genesis, right? Y'all didn't bring it up,
Say again.
Nah.
brothers keep
Oh no. That's a good one.
come on, right? This is Genesis chapter 4, verse 9, right? And the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper, man? So hey, literally reverse, like I read in Sirach. These people are the ungodly, man. So they don't think like we do. We think, oh, he's my brother, man. We got the same skin tone. We come from the same person. That's how we think. But Cain, he literally looked at his literal brother, man. Am I damn, bro? Am I my brother's keeper? Like what? That just shows you how off, Esau is, man.
Huh.
And that shows us an example of what we have to do. We're our brother's keeper.
Mm-hmm.
If any brothers fall, you got to lift them right back up.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
That's right. It's like it's like it by real quick.
You
It's
got it, Con. You got it, Con.
kind of just quick point, right? It's like damn Jenga out here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, one falls, right? And you gotta put it back. You gotta put it back in, right? Because if you take that, if he takes it out, right? If that one brother falls, and the whole damn congregation started going on. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So we gotta, like the brother was saying, we gotta put each other back into place. You know what I'm saying? And make sure that if we see our brother falling, we see our brother going off, we try to put that block back into place. You know what I'm saying? So hey, we're all one body. You know, come on.
Con. That goes into the 11 too.
All
One,
right.
small 11, the whole lump. So
Hey,
if one brother falls, man, the whole congregation gonna fall without a doubt in due time, man.
all
And
right.
that's off. Like y'all bringing up Cain. Cain is off, man. But yeah, kind of.
That's
That's
crazy.
But
right.
again, you can tell you got to know people by their fruits too, man. You
Yeah.
can't be friends with somebody who's out there, talking about they're Israelites. They got no fringes on. They got, their beard shaved off and everything, clean cut. They got a cigarette in their ear. You can't. Come on, brother. All right. So this Luke chapter 6 and verse 43, and it reads, "For a good tree bringeth not forth corrupt fruit. So a good tree do not bring bad fruit. A good tree gonna bring forth good fruit, right? Because they're keeping the commandments. Neither does a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. So a bad tree cannot bring forth good fruit. If they out there doing whatever in the world, you're not gonna see them with fringes on, man. For real, you're not gonna see them, prospering on the right hand side. Verse 44. That's the point. For every tree is known by his own fruit. So every tree, because we're referred to as trees, but every tree is referred to as Slovakia. Every tree is known by his own fruits, by your own works. Those fruits represent your works. So everybody is known by their own works. If you always diligent and working, you working all the time, you can't hang out. That means you're gonna have a lot of money, right? If you diligent in a gym, you always working out and things of that nature. Hey, you gonna have muscles, right? Because hey, whatever you do, that's what you reap. Whatever you sow, that's what you reap. So if you always in the truth, you studying, you're gonna be. Hey, you might be a prophet, a teacher, but if you in the world, you're just doing all wickedness. You might be in the spiritual world, right? Getting judged by the Most High, right?
Yeah.
So kind of,
That's
kind
right.
of.
I got a precept.
You got it.
Right, this is Ecclesiastes 4:9. You already brought this up?
Um,
Read it again.
449. We brought that out. We can bring it out again.
Come on. Right,
Oh,
two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor. So, hey, literally, like the brother's talking about, it's like a Jenga thing, man. We can't leave each other hanging, your brother flipping up, brother asking you, what's that pizza? Give it to him, man. Like you should know. Don't be like,
Give it to
give
him.
me the pizza, man. You know,
Con.
right. Verse 10. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. So I got you, man. It's John 3:16.
Con.
So like along those lines, man. That's how it should be though, bro.
That's right.
But woe unto them that is alone, for he falleth, for he has not another to help him. So literally, it's a whole person thing. It's a group thing. It's a community thing. It's a world thing. You know, we got to do this together, bro. We can't do it alone.
Right.
Man.
That's right. That just reminds me the parable of the Good Samaritan. You know, the Good Samaritan. And what happened in that parable? I believe it's found in the book of Luke. I'm just roughly paraphrasing, but basically, it was this man, and we know that the man traveling, it was it was Israel, right?
Huh.
That's a man, But basically, he was traveling. He got beat up. He got robbed. All right, by some
Rip.
robbers. Con. Those are the other nations. And so the priest and I believe it was like one of his countrymen. They passed by. They looked at the Jake. They didn't do anything, right?
Yeah.
Just left him there, left him hanging, right? So we can't be those types of brothers. If we see our brother out there naked, like it says in the book of Job, see our brother out there just lost, right? We got to give him, we got to clothe him. We have to give him the food. We have to give him the knowledge. We have to help each other out, like both spiritually and physically, you know, if it has to get to that point. And so, and the Good Samaritan, the Good Samaritan helped him out, right? Poured the oil in the what was it? The oil.
I
What was
got you,
it?
King. It's the I'm right here right now actually. It's the oil and wine.
Right, the oil in the wine, right? Now we know that that's parabolic because what you want it. Hey, bro, get a damn cut in your leg, put some damn oil and wine on it, see what happens, bro. So we know that that's parabolic for what? Scriptures. You know what I'm saying? The script, and let me just get that real quick. This is Songs of Solomon, chapter 8. Right? See, now we're going into the parables. So,
Spirit. Hey, that's one of my favorite parables too.
good. Right. This is Songs of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 1. Oh, that thou wert as my brother that sucked the breast of my mother. When I should find thee without, I will kiss thee, yet I should not be despised. Meaning that what? You take your brother to your mother's house, right? So that he may be clothed and may be nurtured. You know what I'm saying? Because wisdom's our mother, right? Hey, that's so many precepts right then and there. But hey, verse 2, I will lead thee and bring thee into my mother's house, who will instruct me. See, because your mom, moms, hey, bro, I'm just keep reading. It says, I will cause thee to drink of spiced wine and of the juice of the pomegranate. So the spiced wine is what? You know, it's not literal spiced wine. It's talking about the knowledge of wisdom, understanding. You know, come on. That's why it also says in the Torah. That's why it also says in the book of Sirach that what wine is necessary for a man's life. You know, literally and physically, right? I mean, Slakia, physically and spiritually, right? You need this. You need this scripture. Matthew chapter 4, verse 4. Man should not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Most High. All right, so come on. Slakia,
Con, you good.
Yeah,
Slakia.
I just want to touch on one thing. And those priests nowadays represent these pastors. You got all these Israelites going to church and everything, trying to get the word. And really pastors are just motivational speakers. Shalakia. And they know about the truth. They're getting paid good money for it. But they still don't, they see us naked, right? But they're not going to do nothing about it. They still being the coon. They just teaching you about, things you want to hear. They're not giving you the truth about where the real Jews and things of that nature, right? So those are the pastors or the Levites who seeing that, seeing that brother, that certain brother walking that got stripped away from his, clothing, got beat and things like that. and the Levite kind of walk past him. These priests kind of walk past you, and they know the truth, man, and that's all. But I
Right.
just want to touch on that.
Wow. Now this precept, right? This is John chapter 10, verse 9. Right? I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved. Now, what's that door going into, right? Our mother's house, right? This wisdom, this understanding, and the truth, right? He shall be saved and shall go in and out and find pasture. You know, so hey, that's Yahawah. He's at the door to our mother's house, right? You know, he's at the door to the sheep, right? You know,
Right.
he goes on, he goes into that, right? The thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am coming that they might have life. Man. So that's the whole point of Yahawah coming, man. So that all of us may have life, man. You know, I mean, yeah. And that they might have it more abundantly. Right, verse 11. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. You know, so hey, man, call HALALYAM outside. Because if it wasn't for Yahawah, we wouldn't even be in this call, man. We wouldn't even be loving each other like this. We wouldn't be doing none of this, bro. You know, so hey, we still have to abide in the love of Yahawah, bro, until death. You know, 'cause he literally laid his life down for us to even be in this call. You know, right, verse 12. But he that is an hireling and not the shepherd, whose own the sheep are not, seeth the wolf coming and leaveth the sheep. So we don't want to leave each other, bro. We want to be just like Yahawah, trying to come back together, bro. You know, trying to get, your brother to read with you, bro. Trying to get, teach some brothers the scriptures. You know, try to go out there in the highways and byways, bro. You know. But he that is an hireling, not the shepherd, whose own the sheep are not, seeth the wolf coming and leaveth the sheep and fleeth. And
Right.
the wolf catches them and scattereth the sheep. Bro. So hey, right, that Jenga piece, that goes back to that. You're gonna scatter it if you leave this thing, right? You're gonna make everything just go off, you know?
Right.
We'll read one more, right? The hireling fleeth, but because he is an hireling, careth not for the sheep. So we want to care for each other at the end of the day. We
Mm.
want to care for the sheep. And we're not caring.
Come on, hey, let me bring this out real quick. All right. So, hey, not calm, gone.
It was enough.
I just asked like two questions. All right, but this is John chapter 21, or not 21, 20, right? Also like 21. This is Job chapter 20, I mean John chapter 21 and I'm gonna start at verse 15. It says, so when they had dined, Yahweh said to Simon Peter, see, Peter's always with Yahweh. Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these? He saith unto him, yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, feed my lambs. You always got to feed the sheep constantly. That's what we're doing right here. We're trying to feed the sheep, trying to give Israel this spiritual food, right? So that they can eat, you know. This is very necessary. As much as you need water, as much as you need physical food, you also need this spiritual food, you know. It says, he said to him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? He said unto him, yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He said unto him, feed my sheep. Yahweh didn't say, if you love me, you know, kiss my right hand, right? Or if you love me, you know what I'm saying, go play basketball on the Sabbath, right? And Yahweh didn't, he said strictly, feed my sheep, right? And feeding the sheep goes into what? Feeding the commandments, teaching the sheep, giving them the food, right? Giving them the scripture, giving them the breakdowns, caring for them, right? Like the brother just brought up, you know, leading them to the what? To the green pastures, like Yahweh does in the book of Psalms, the 23rd chapter, right? That chapter actually goes deep. You know what I'm saying? But come on, you got it.
Okay, I got it.
Come on. This is Romans chapter 14. I'm going to read verse 18. Right? For he that in these things serveth Christ is acceptable to Yahweh and proveth all men. So, hey, if we do these things where the Most High is going to accept us, if we love each other as ourselves, the Most High is going to accept us, man. It did not. Isn't that what Yahweh Shai came to do? Those are his two commandments. You know, that's literally what he came to do for us to come together, bro. Right?
Correct.
Come on, read on. And let us therefore follow after the things which make for peace. So hey, if a brother, trying to start a problem with you out there teaching, what the fuck? What the hell are you talking about? Get off the block. You know,
Uh,
he's like, all right, brother, calm down. I'm just teaching the Bible, man. Don't, man, what, man? You don't try to fight him, man. That's our brother right there. He was just like that brother one time, man.
Come.
That's what Yahweh came to do. We have to follow after his footsteps. I'm gonna read on. Let us therefore follow after the things which make for peace and things wherewith one may edify another. So hey, that's gonna teach your brother something. Oh damn, he really nice, man. He really loves his people. You know, everything is just acceptable. That's acceptable, right? Why wouldn't that be acceptable for a Mashiach? And that's what he came to do. You
That's right.
And I
Like,
don't know what so
yeah,
like, I don't know what what's it called? I don't know where it is in the scripture. I was trying to look for it, but the woman, she was called being adulterous and everything, but the Lord didn't condemn her. He just said repent. He came to show love to his people. And there's another account too, where Peter was like, destroy them, some to that effect, destroy them and everything like that. But the Lord said, "You're not in the right spirit." Paraphrase, "You're not in the right spirit." He came to show love. I'm trying to look for the account right now. Do you know what account I'm talking about?
you said,
There
say
was
that one
two.
more time.
There was
Slocky.
two. There was one, and the first one, the lady was caught, being adulterous, cheating or something like that, and
Right,
they
John
brought,
chapter 8.
huh?
John chapter 8.
That's John chapter 8.
Come.
Yeah, they brought her to Yahushua,
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
was
yeah.
like, "Yeah, should we put her to death?" Something like that. Then he just told her to repent, and he said, "All is forgiven." Paraphrasing. That's one account, but the other account I really want to get is Peter said, "Let's destroy this place," or something like that, and then he was like, "You're not in the right spirit." For the Lord came to I don't know, show repentance or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, he's came to show love, not to kill, because that's the first coming. But in the second coming, he's coming to destroy.
Mm-hmm. Come.
Uh,
I'm gonna read that real quick. John chapter 8, verse 11. I'm gonna start at 10, right? Because I like the preach. It says, when Yahushua had lifted up himself and saw none but the woman, he said unto her, Woman, where are those thine accusers? Have no man condemned thee? Right? Because the account is that Yahushua said, He that is without sin cast the first stone. And the eldest from the youngest, they all left, because they were like, oh, damn. In their mind, the conscience kind of mess with them. Their spirit mess with them. Because, damn, I'm trying to stone this woman for committing adultery. I just committed adultery the other day, right? So, they were off. So they left, right? And then Yahweh Shah, he looked up, was like, where's your accusers at? Verse 11, she said, No man, Lord. And Yahweh Shah said unto her, Neither do I condemn thee, go and sin no more. So Yahweh Shah was showing great mercy right there. Yahweh Shah had all power to stone her, to put her to death. But he didn't. He said, Go and sin no more. So that's what we should be saying to our brethren. I forgive you. You know. So guess what? When they try to trespass against us, you know, say, hey, I forgive you, and I still love you, because that's what we're here to do: show love to our people, right? Like Yahushua showed love to our people 2,000 years ago, right? Come on. I have this quick precept real quick. So, another one. It's Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 28. A forward man soweth strife, and a whisperer separateth chief friends. Meaning that what? Your chief friend is what? Your best friend, right? So it says a whisperer right? Discord and damn folly and madness and gossip, that separates close friends, you know? We've seen that happen in the world too, you know? It's because they said this thing, they said that thing, whisperers, right? So that's why you gotta cut off all that damn whispering and all that, right?
He said,
Whispering.
she said.
Yeah, he said, yeah, he said, she said, you know? That's spirit. That's the damn 16-year-old Edomite girl spirit, all right? Hey, trust me, I know, bro. Right? But calm, right?
Did you already bring out Iraq 6 and 10?
I probably did because we was going in on that thing for real. We ate that scroll up, but you can probably bring it up if you want to.
That's probably calm.
No, come on, I'm just reading. I'm gonna start at verse 5. Let me just know if y'all ready.
Calm.
Sweet language will multiply friends, and a fair speaking tongue will increase kind greetings. Y'all read that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna try to do verse 10. I know y'all read it. Well, I'm just doing verse 10, right? The point I'm trying to get. Right? Again, some friend is a companion at the table. Now, what is at the table? You know, when the brothers eating, you know, on a physical and a spiritual level, you know, brothers chopping it up, so called chopping it up, man. And that's when some friends are there, right? And will not continue in the day of thy affliction. You know, so hey, we gotta watch out for some people, man. They're only there at the table, bro. Only there, you know, when everybody's here. You know, not there when you're alone and you're in affliction, man. You're not there when you're going through things in this world. You gotta watch out for somebody like that. You know, let me read on. But in for prosperity, he will be as thyself. You know, so hey, when you over here at so called like this is in the worldly sense though. When you're in the world, you know, all this money you got, man, his cars, the woman, he's right there by your side, man. Hey, when you get homeless, he's not there. You know, hey, that's some people in this world. We gotta watch out for that, man. You know, cause hey, man, we already know we probably seen that 1,000 times. Man. We really have to watch out, you know. And will be bold over thy servant. You know, damn, bro. So many times. I know y'all seen it so many times, bro. I've been seeing this so many times, man. You know, in this school, bro. Jay just following around, you know, so-called popular, man.
Calm.
And then when that brother fall, you know, he got suspended, you know, lost his females, lost everything. Nobody's there for him. You know,
Right.
we gotta watch out for those, right? I'm gonna read on. I separate thyself from thy enemies and take heed of thy friends. We gotta take heed of who our real friends are. Every day we should be meditating, you know, all right, this brother's yeah, he's my real friend. You know,
Right.
this brother, he just out of real. He don't want to be in this thing. You know, this brother, he wanna teach, man. And we gotta be doing those things every day. You
Right.
know?
I got a precept to link up with that. Are you done or like?
Come,
Con. So this is Iraq chapter 7 and verse 18, and it reads, "Change not a friend for any good, by no means, right? Neither a faithful brother for the good of Ophir, right? So you can't sell your friend, man. You know, someone offered you $1 million for you to sell your friend or something like that, or someone say, come hang out with us, come hang out with the cool kids, come sit at the table with us, and forget your friend. You can't forsake your friend like that because it's very hard to find a faithful friend, right? So you can't really be doing that, man. Right? That's off. It's very hard to find a faithful friend for real.
Right.
come.
That's right. That's right. Um. Oh, so lucky. Glad I have that precept. Um. Con, you got it. You got it. Let me just get this real quick.
I'm gonna get to my
Con. Oh, con. All right. So yeah, let me get Proverbs 17 and 17 real quick. All right. Proverbs 17 and 17. It says, "A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity." So that word loveth, right? That word loveth, when it says a friend loveth at all times, it's talking about a friend is faithful. It's supposed to be basically a faithful and loyal all the time, right? So you know, like just how the brother Abai said, you always want to well, it's hard to find a faithful friend. You know what I'm saying? Friend that will actually be on ride or die. You know, it says and a brother is appointed for adversity, right? So we can rest in that, you know. So you don't forsake your friends. You know what I'm saying? We are the only thing we got in this world, you know, in this wicked world, right? On a carnal level, of course, we got the Most High Yahushua, the Most High and Yahushua and the angels. But on the carnal level, this is hey, this is all we have, you know. Hey, that old Moabite down the block, he's not gonna tell you when when he's going off. All right, he's not gonna tell you when he's going off. That damn Japhite, all right, that lives across the street. Hey, he's not gonna tell you when he's going off. All right, he's not. He's not gonna pick you back up. He's not gonna pick you back up in righteousness. You know what I'm saying? He might just give you some damn pig, right? You know how they damn roll that pig on the roast, right? Come on, bro.
You got
All right,
precept.
Oh, you got it.
Right, come on, right? It's Ecclesiastes, right? Chapter 5, and I'm gonna start at 11. When goods increase, they are increased that eat them. And what good is there to the owners thereof, saving the beholding of them with their eyes? You know, like this is going into, the people that are at the table, as it says inside right. The people at the table eating with you, Verse 12. The sleep of a laboring man is sweet, whether he eat little or much, but the abundance of the rich will not suffer him to sleep. Like now it's going to the rich and poor. I'm just jump to verse to get to the point. I'm going to verse 14. Right? But those riches perish by evil travail, and he begetteth the son, and there shall be nothing in his hand. So hey, that's talking about at the end of the day, all this, these riches, all these so-called cars, man, women, whatever damn society presents to be as wealthy is going away, man.
all
At
right.
the end, we have each other. That will only be there until the day you die. Is a real friend.
Calm.
I'm gonna read on. Verse 15. As he came forth, Slucky, that's not what I want. I'm gonna jump to verse. All right, Slucky, y'all get y'all speech though. It's in this chapter though. I know what I'm looking
I'm looking.
for. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna just bring this out real quick, right? The Lord just revealed this unto me. It's Sirach chapter 4, verse 7. Get thyself the love of the congregation and bow thy head to a great man. So that's also how you make friends too, you know? Let's say you join a congregation, right? I think Abias is joining WFI, right?
Con WFI Atlanta, Lord willing.
All praise, right? So, hey, the Lord said, get thyself to love the congregation. Make sure that, you know, you have a good name, you know, make sure you have the men and the women see your righteous works. You know, the Lord said to let your light shine, you know, so that they may praise your Father, you know, which is in heaven. It says, get thyself to love the congregation and bow thy head to a great man. All right. So you get yourself to love the congregation, you get that good name, you know, and you what? You're peaceable with the brethren and the sisters, right? Because those are your friends at the end of the day. You know, your real friends. All right. Calm.
I actually have looking for the precept. The precept with that. It's a
Calm.
very, very good precept. The precept with that too. Trying to look for it though. So
Calm.
it might be in Matthew. It's a really fire precept, man. Hold on, I'm so out there. Bear with me. It might be in Matthew
You got
14,
it.
probably. Yeah, I think it's Matthew 14. Or 13. If you have yours, Tyler, you can go ahead.
Now, come on. Right, it's Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 14. Right, there was a little city and few men within it. And there came a great king against it and besieged it and built great bulwarks against it. By verse 15. Now there was found in it a poor wise man, and he by his wisdom delivered the city, yet no man remembered the same poor man. So hey, that's a righteous man. He doesn't really care about this vain glory. He still did what he had to do to love his people, man.
All
And
right.
that's what we have to do. He saved that whole city and nobody even cared at the end of the day. But they're still sheep. Right, I'm gonna read on. Then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard.
All right.
Right? So, hey, no matter what, man, our words are going to be despised. People are going to come at us, but we still have to love them, man. Hey,
And,
that's what Yahweh did, man.
all right.
Our people, they're lost sheep. We know exactly what they're going through, bro, because we was there at the point. So why would we do what somebody did to us, man? Made us learn the hard way. Really. We have to do the right thing, man. You know? We read on. Right? The poor man's wisdom is despised and his words are not heard. The words of a wise man are heard in quiet more than the cry of him that ruleth among fools, bro. So hey, that speaks for itself, man. No matter what, wisdom is going to be brought forth. You know, when we doing wisdom is not fighting your brother, man. That's being wisdom. That's being wise. Loving your sister, loving your brother, man. Loving your family, no matter what. Man.
All right.
Yeah. Oh.
Abai, you need help. You need help. Find your precept, Abai.
Actually, no, I think I found it.
All right.
Yeah, I think I found it. Hold on, let me see. Let me read this real quick. It's a verified precept.
Okay. Come.
Actually, I do need help. It was like don't sit in the upper chamber of the room, lest a greater man come, or something like that, and take
Oh
your
yeah,
spot.
Come on. I think that's in Proverbs too.
Yeah.
There's like when Yahawashi was saying it though.
Yeah. Okay, hold on, hold on. Don't get this one in the Proverbs. Proverbs. Yeah. Oh, damn, I thought that was one. Oh yeah, Proverbs chapter 25. Oh yeah, it says Luke chapter 14 verse 10.
I knew it was 14. I thought it was Matthew 14.
Uh,
Let me get Luke
and
chapter
check to see if that's the one. It says in the footnotes.
Is it? Yeah,
All right,
like the brother said, gain the get a good name from the elders, basically. But this Luke chapter 14 and verse. You can start at verse 8. When thou art bidding of any man to a wedding, sit not down in the highest room. So basically, man, like that's like it's many-fold, man. Like bro says in Job, when you better join the congregation, man. You kind of y'all talking. Don't go to the chiefest place of like where the wise brothers are, where they have a good name. Don't go straight to them. Or let's
Mhm.
read why, because you have to understand this. Let's read why. Sit not down in the highest room, lest a more honorable man than thou be bidden of him. And that happens in the world too. You kind of at the lunch table, you trying to sip the cool kids and everything. All of a sudden, they don't know who you are. You sit right next to the most popular dude, and then one of his friends come and say, "Hey man, can you make room for him?" Or they kind of tell you to go somewhere and make room for this dude because he's more honorable than you are. So again, the truth too, you kind of new to the truth. You just joined a congregation. You trying to talk to brother Narquan or Raya. You trying to sit in their seats and everything. Then all of a sudden, brother Amos come, and then they trying to tell you, hey, can you go somewhere? Because brother Amos here and he sits right here. Right, that's exactly what's going to happen, man. That's exactly what's going to happen. Verse 9, and he that bade thee come. So like, yeah, verse 9, and he that bade thee and him come and say to thee, give this man place, and thou begin with shame to take the lowest room. They're gonna be like, hey man, can you go somewhere? Then you gonna get up, kind of with your head down, and go to the lowest, the lowest place, man, right? But this is what you need to do. Verse 10. But when thou art bidding, go and sit down in the lowest room. Go sit in the lowest room, man. Go talk to the new people as well. Don't try to talk to these, people that been in the truth, that been in this congregation for a while. Go talk to the new people first and everything, right? And sit down in the lowest room. that when he that bade thee cometh, he may say unto thee, to thee, friend, go up higher. Then shalt thou have worship in the presence of them that sit at meat with thee. So you kind of getting used to the congregation. You've been in the congregation for a while. They seen you get built up in the spirit, and brother knock on saying, "Hey man, come sit with us, man. Come up higher, man. Come sit with us, right? Come
Mhm.
eat with us, right, man. That's how it really goes for real, right? That's really how it goes. You kind of you get in a fight and everything at school. These popular people saying, "Hey man, you getting your name up, man. Come chill with us, man." Right? And that's how it really goes for real.
Con, that's
So
true.
yeah.
I found the precept to that though. You got yours, that's brother?
Con, yeah, I just had a quick point, and precept supporting that too, real quick. Um, and also, yeah, that's true. Hey, in the kingdom, brothers gonna be rushing. They're gonna be running to the damn dinner table. They're gonna try to
Right. But Abraham, they trying to knock everything over, trying to jump over there. Yeah.
go, watch out, Moses, right? Watch out, Moses.
Mm.
Come on, brother. Right? Or you trying to go to the damn chamber or the room where damn all the apostles are, right? And all the 11 apostles, and you sit in the 12th seat. You sit in the 12th seat. Damn, Bartholomew comes running up.
Oh, man.
Come on, man. You
They
trying to
might say,
sit with,
"Who is this?" Yeah.
right? Who is this? Right? Hey, come on, bro. Try to go to the table where Yahweh at, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, it's Proverbs chapter 25, verse 6. You got a point?
Wow.
Oh, okay, fine. In Proverbs chapter 25, verse 6, it says, put not thyself in the presence of the king, and stand not in the place of great men. For it is better that it be said unto thee, come up hither, than that thou shouldest be put lower in the presence of the prince whom thine eyes have seen. So that's where it goes into humility, man, too. You gotta be humble, bro. Don't try to think that you're some great person, you know? Or else you're gonna find out that you're just, on the lowest, right? So come on, you
Kind of
know?
like Slovakia. Like I made one point. I know you. Have I ever been to like a party thing, like party type thing, or anything like a get together or something like that?
Yeah, come on.
There was always that one dude who was trying to be funny, who was trying to be cool with the cool kids and everything. Then like brought down to a low level. People saying, "Who are you, man? Stop trying to be funny.
All
We
right.
don't know you," something like that. Then he kind of have his head down. He kind of embarrassed and things like that.
Good.
That's exactly what goes on for real, man.
Yeah. God is right though.
Uh, but so, like, what precept was that you put out? That's right.
Yeah, that was Proverbs chapter 25 and verse 6 through 7.
Yeah.
That's funny though. That for real happens.
For real. Jake be getting on him after that too. Bring
For
it
real. They be
here.
next day at school. They talking about it. They still talking about it. Trying to get on him.
All right.
Man.
Yeah,
Man,
right.
they move how they move in school is just crazy, man.
For real.
Spirits. Come on.
Yeah, but right, this is that precept. Right? This whole these whole two chapters is just mean, bro. Right, this is like right 30, 33. No, it's like 31. And I'm gonna start at I'm gonna just start at verse 8, right, to get the context. Right,
Come
blessed the rich that is found without blemish, and hath not gone after gold. Right? Who is he and will it's lucky, and we will call him blessed for wonderful things that he done among his people. Right, I'm gonna jump to
Oh
verse
yeah, come on.
come, I'm gonna keep reading the thing. Who has been tried thereby and found profit. Let him glory, who might offend and has not offended, or done evil and has not done it. Man. So hey, that goes into that blaming thing, man. That bearing false witness, right? You know, let me read on. Well, I'm gonna try to find the point because this whole chapter, bro, for real. I'm gonna just read verse 12. Right? If thou sit at a bountiful table, be not greedy upon it, and say not, there is much meat on it. You know, say joining that table. You know, joining that big man table.
Oh,
What y'all talking about? Let me get in there. You're like, what the hell is this talking about?
Yeah,
Man?
come
God.
on, dude, go some like you like, dude, go somewhere. Who man is this? They,
Right, bro.
yeah, who man is this, man?
They
They shaking their head. They kind of get annoyed. Then everybody just quiet now, just eating
Son.
now, man, just
oh,
because of you.
come on. This is bro. This right here. Now, verse 13. Remember that a wicked eye is an evil thing, and what is created more wicked than an eye, therefore it weepeth upon every occasion. Right, and this really probably happened to Ecclesiasticus, man. This really probably happened to him because hey, you literally said that much wisdom is, is much experience. So no, he was one of those guys, man, that stepped in, at a table he wasn't wanted in. No, but hey, he said that's a wicked eye right there. He observed and discerned it and say that's a wicked eye. And that's how people really having a wicked eye toward their brother. Man. And this whole thing goes back to that. What the hell are you talking about, man? No, hey, if it was us, we would be like, all right, brother, we'll try to deal with it, build with the brother. But hey, just get on him, man. What the fuck is this nigga talking about? Get him out of here.
Yeah, they
You
might
know,
roast you for your clothes, saying you got Walmart shoes on, anything like that. They try, you know how Jake they start joining you for no reason, bro.
for real, man.
Yeah,
And that's why he said that's a wicked eye, man. I
Con.
mean, well, remember that a wicked eye is an evil thing. So hey, he went through that, man. You know, remember that a wicked eye is an evil thing, and what is created more wicked than an eye. Therefore, it weepeth upon every occasion, man. Like that brother was talking about. What the hell you got on? Man? You got Walmart shoes on. You know, it's that wicked eye. I'm gonna read on. Stretch not thy hand over whithersoever it looketh. So hey, be wise about everything you do. Be wise where you sit, be wise where you walk. Be wise about how you look behind you when you walking down the street, man.
Con.
Be wise about everything. That's what he's talking about, man. You don't want to, be that guy. Be that guy just steps in an unwanted place. Step in and damn Edomite party out of nowhere, man. What the hell is mirror? Hey, right, verse 15. Right, judge of thy neighbor by thyself and be discreet in every point. Hey, be discreet in every point. It speaks for itself. Be this. I can't even explain it, man. Be discreet in every point. That's literally it. You don't want to join, damn Edomites in a party.
Right.
Other things, man. That's just followings. That's not being discreet. Read on. This whole chapter, bro. Eat as it becometh a king those things which are not set before thee, and devour not lest thou be hated. Hey, you're gonna be hated, coming in, right? Just coming in for no reason. On Wednesday, brothers talking about, Jordan. Then he stepped in and say, Curry, yeah, Curry's better than all of them. Like, what the hell? That's Jade though, man. That's literally what Ecclesiastes is talking about, or Sirach.
right.
You know. Well, I'm just, man, I'm gonna jump to verse Salaki. Well, I'm gonna just jump to the next chapter, right? The next chapter, Salaki.
And on the carnal level too, man. After in the world at Thanksgiving, like any dinner or anything like that, you had the kids at the small table, and the parents at those at the big table, man. And then when you turn like 18 or a certain age, you get brought up to the adult, table. You hear things you never heard before. Then you start talking, then you get brought brought back down to the kids table.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
That's how it be, man. Right,
Con.
right. This is verse 23. At the point, right? Whoso is liberal of his meat. So hey, we got to be liberal, man. That's the whole point. Liberal and discreet, man. That's what we can take out of it. We got to be liberal and discreet. Who we with? We got to be liberal and discreet. Who we talking, man. You know. So like, who is liberal of his meat, men shall speak well of him. So hey, you're gonna be spoken well of. If you like on a conferences. If the brother's talking about damn basketball, then you step in and start talking about basketball. Ease your way into the truth, man. That's how it should be. Liberal. You know, liberal of his meat, men shall speak well of him. You're gonna be spoken well of, right? And the report of his good housekeeping will be believed. So hey, that's all it is. Liberal and discreet. Be liberal and discreet who you with. That's all.
All right. And one quick point too, being liberal with your meat, you're going into what? When you're liberal, it means what? You're free, right? Basically. So you're giving free, your meat, you eating, right? When Jake he gets to eating, right? He hella stingy, right? He hella stingy with his food, right? Or at least the Jakes I know, you know. And so basically, right? Hey, Jake, you got to get that spirit off of you. Be generous with your food. That's what that's going into, too. Being liberal with your meat. Quick to give, your brother, your sister. Oh, bro, you want this. Hey, that's why the Lord said also what? Stretch not thy hand forth to the first, right at the table. That would be considered, kind of like, brother, what, you have the damn feast, you got all the food there, right? Brothers and sisters waiting in line. Are you just keep you jump to the front? You take the damn what is it called? The damn I don't know what it's called, bro. Like the damn clinker or the
Pigs in a
whatever,
blanket or what?
huh?
Are you talking about food, like pigs in a blanket? Or like, what are you talking about?
Oh no, like the damn like the damn utensil. You go like this.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you take that. You take it out of the person there, bro. Hey, come
bumping
on.
them like this, trying to get the mac and cheese.
Try to get. Hey, come on, bro. First of all, that's a damn gluttonous spirit on you, and then second of all, hey, that's so many things wrong with that. Like, come
That
on.
kind of happened to me. That kind of happened to me. I was like what 6? I was like 5 or 6 or something like that at this birthday party, and this little kid was hitting was hitting the little piano thing, whatever it's called, the thing that busted open, and I
Yeah,
kind of jumped for the candy and everything. Then the mom had to she got on me for jumping for the candy, and she had to tell me to get back, and I was last.
oh yeah,
You're not supposed to be doing that. That's off.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
That's off.
First shall be last. But yeah, that's right, that's right. And
That's
that's
why.
what.
Oh, stop. You got it.
Oh, Slav, yeah, the water. Basically, that's what I started to do. After I read that precept, hey, like, cause I used to, I run cross country, right? And I was at the team when we would have pasta feast, right? We'd be eating pasta and stuff. Like when they'll be calling the people up, like seniors, juniors, sophomores, right? To go ahead and get some pasta. I'll just be the last one. Like I don't care. Like I'll be the last one. Out of because the scripture says, "Stretch not forth thy hand first." Yeah, I know some people. They would just run into the damn line. All right, they were trying to sneak in. Hey, freshmen trying to sneak in with the damn seniors. All right, come on, come on, bro. But all right, yeah, come on.
Kanye, I was last off the bus all the time because a fight broke out one time for people trying to get off the bus.
God damn, bro.
Jake is crazy. Damn, bro.
And number two, I just didn't care anymore, bro. I didn't care anymore. So kind,
Damn, bro.
Jake, bro.
that's off. But that's why in Matthew it says the first shall be last and the last shall be first.
Oh,
That's
right,
off.
right. That's oh.
Crazy.
Believe it or
Right.
not, it was an Israelite and an Edomite too.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right, I can see that.
Yeah. Move your stink ass.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
Good. Damn, bro. Ah, yeah, done. So, you know, brothers gotta apply the scriptures, as much as they can in their daily life. You know, these
Mhm.
precepts, like for me, the water Yahweh, but basically, when I'm about to do something, precepts will just run in my mind. Wait, hey, don't do that. Right, you're not the first one. Right, don't eat. Hey, don't do that. Or when I'm talking to wise men or like my elders, I'm talking about like 80 years old. Hey, I don't use many words. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord said that what? Use not many words when you talking to the elders. Right, paraphrase. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord said, or let me just get this real quick. Sorry, right, chapter 7. Um, uh, Sirach chapter 7, I believe it says, and yeah, verse 14, it says, uh, Okan, hey, Sirach chapter 7, verse 12, it says, this devise not a lie against thy brother, neither do the like to thy friend. So remember, don't devise a lie against your brother, that goes into slandering, it goes into whispering, bearing false witness against your neighbor, right? So don't do that, you know what I'm saying? Don't do that to your brother or your friend. Use not to make any manner of life, for the custom thereof is not good. Use not many words in a multitude of elders. So don't use many words in the multitude of elders, and make not much babbling when thou prayest. Right? That's another thing too. Make a lot of babbling when you pray. And the Lord also said, "Speak, young man, if there have been need of thee." You know what I'm saying? Because I know I'm not. I'm not. I can't put myself to the level of damn wise elders. You know what I'm saying? Of the elders. I can't put myself to their status, because I haven't reached that level yet, you know. But come on.
Fire precepts, man. Fire
Uh,
precepts
uh,
about the situation. Cause you really see that like you really just see that in the world too. You don't even know about this, but the Lord. I like how the Lord talks about it, things like that. Like you really see that. You
right.
see these people trying to butt into these high people conversation, and they got to put their head back down, and leave the conversation, man. All right, and things of that nature. They're trying to
Yeah.
join the high group, man. You really see that.
Uh, that's kind of like. Well, I'm gonna use this short example real quick. Slock it, right? Like I was, I was, I was the brother in the position. I was in the high place, right? Basically, like brothers, well, people, they try to, they try to act smart, but then they don't know, they don't know what's going on. A lot of these Edomites too. They try to act all smart and stuff. Can't come
Um,
talking about. They try to run with the smart kids. They try to run with the smart kids, trying to keep up with their pace. Just get confounded on the damn calculus, something to that effect. But that's all. But
Yeah.
gone.
I got one example too, and I was the one in a low place. It happened to me. It happened to me.
Damn.
Um,
Um.
my friend, because he was like in a high place and everything.
Um.
So I mean, that was like my right hand dude right there. So
Right.
he was like, "Hey man, come with us, man. Come teach with not teach. Come sit with us at lunch and things like that." I knew my place. I'm like, "Nah, bro. I'm just gonna chill at the table over here, over here, bro. I'm straight." He's like, "Bro, nah, bro. Come on, come on, come on." And I said, "All right, bro." I went over there. I promise you, I kid you not. Like 2 minutes in, he said, "Why you wearing a button up?" Why? They started getting on me for no reason, man. And I just got mad, bro. I just left, bro. I'm like, man, you can't really do that, man.
All right. See that? Damn. Bro.
Jake, man, Jake, evil towards his brother for no reason.
no reason, bro.
For no reason, man.
Like Slocky, I was the one, I was the one out there, like
Con,
I was
con.
like in that group, with Roast and Jake. Man. I wasn't like, damn, that was old, bro. That's in the road though. That was on the road, man. Now, like, all praise to the Most High, for real.
Right.
Like, I was, I was the one doing that, man. For real. That's that's lucky. I'm gonna get this.
Uh,
But like sooner or later, I really found out what I had to do. Actually, bro, I just went ghost on the whole school. Just, hood
mm-hmm.
on, everywhere you walk.
Right.
Then, what happened, bro? Why ain't you at the table? Because hey, we had. Now I mentioned, we had segregated tables. Y'all had that at y'all schools or no?
Like
You said,
groups, like crowds and everything.
Mm-hmm. Like we had the black popular group, and we were like this whole ramp at our school, right? We
Mm.
had a ramp. Like we would just sit on those rails, bro. What we would do, bro, we would do some crazy stuff. Like we would trip Jake, on that ramp. Yeah.
damn.
One time, bro, somebody. So like somebody like slipped. It was like a Jake teacher, bro. He like slipped on a ramp, and everybody just started clowning him, bro. Everybody
Damn.
started roasting him. And he was bald too. We heard his head like. I was like low key feeling bad for him, but Jake, which just laughing at elder Jake.
Come on, bro.
It's
Uh,
crazy,
That
right?
sounds like J too.
Right. It's that scripture, right? This is John 15, right? And I'm gonna read verse 10. If you keep my commandments, ye shall abide in my love, even as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. Right, let's hear Yahweh's commandments. Right, verse 12. This is my commandment that ye love one another as I loved you. So hey, Yahweh died for us. So how much more do we have to die for our brothers? I could literally say I could die for every brother that I know right now, man. Literally,
Right.
you know. Read on. Ye are my friends if ye do whatsoever I command you. Hey, and that's what makes us friends. If we abide in Yahweh Shai. That's literally what makes us friends. Literally, bro. That's deep. If it
Right.
wasn't for him, we wouldn't be in this call, man. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be friends.
Right.
So,
Hey, let me get a precept real quick, Slocky, and by
he's great.
in the law, Leviticus 19. All right. Based off Tyajar's testimony, Leviticus 19 and 32. It says, "Thou shalt rise up before the holy head and honor the face of the old man and fear thy God. I am the Lord." See that? So the Lord, hey, that's one of the commandments. All right. As much as eating pork, not eating pork is a commandment, right? Abstaining from adultery is a commandment. Not killing, not stealing, those are commandments. Keeping the feast of tabernacles, keeping the feast days, wearing your fringes, those are commandments. Hey, this is a commandment too. Thou shalt rise up before the hoary head, and honor the face of the old man. Those jakes, they didn't honor the face of the old man. You know, I bet they didn't rise up before the hoary head. You know what I'm saying? So, Khan, you got to give respect and reverence unto your elders. You know, even if they're going off, you still got to respect them. You know, so Khan,
Uh, uh, Wait,
Yeah.
Slock. One question though. Like, did a Jake get up and start doing that sign, like start doing that or something?
no, he was just walking away with his head down. He was walking.
Dang.
One time another like Eve, like she was Eve, she was Issachar, bro. We was at that room, bro. It's like she was walking on crutches, man. So lucky, and she fell. It's kind of like steep. It's not that steep, but it's steep, man. She fell, and
Damn.
it the same thing. Oh my god! Like literally, I kid you not, there was literally like these, man. That's big though, bro.
Damn, bro.
Now we know, man. Now I know,
Khan.
you
Come on.
Hey, that might have just happened so that Tizar can get that testimony right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So hey, the Most High,
It's deep, man.
come on. It's,
Come on, right? With this out, yeah, I know y'all bring that up. And let me get that precept for Yasharala, talking about the elders, right? This Sirach, right? Sirach 2, Slocky 3 and 6. Then I'm gonna read verse 5. Whoso honoreth his father shall have joy on his own children. When he maketh his prayer, he shall be heard. And that's twofold. You know, we honor the Most High, and therefore we're going to teach our children. You know, and on a worldly level as well, we got to honor our worldly father, and we're going to teach our children what he taught us, you know, in a worldly sense. And that's twofold, right? Come and read on. And when he maketh his prayer, he shall be heard. You know, verse 6. He that honoreth his father shall have a long life, and he that is obedient unto the Lord shall be comfort to his mother. You know, so hey, that's literally another twofold, man. You know, I can't even explain it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. That's twofold. Our mother is this wisdom, you know, the knowledge in our mother's house, you know, the knowledge, man, the truth, you know. Let me get to the point, right? Verse 8, right? Honor thy father and thy mother, both in word and deed, that a blessing may come upon you from them. You know? So we got to respect the elders at all costs, our mother and our father mainly, man. We can't be out here talking back to our mom, man. You know, can't be. If she tells you to go to sleep, go to sleep. You know, I know some Jake. You know, probably watching this video. You know, probably staying up, turn back the Wi-Fi on, man. Watching this, go to sleep, man. Then we always got time tomorrow. You know, go to sleep. You know, come on.
Con, con. Um, I have a precept too. I'm trying to look for it, but it says I spake as a child or something like that
Mm,
in the epistles.
that's First Corinthians 14, I believe.
14.
Latter chapter. Come on. Let me check. Let me see. First Corinthians 14, I believe.
Um,
Yeah, come on. First Corinthians 13. It's like First Corinthians 13 and 11.
Damn, I thought I highlighted it. Okay, con. The water. This First Corinthians 13:11. When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. And I do that. And
Um,
childish things, what, Kaiser just gave out everything like that. He was in the world and about the other brother, kind of arguing with his mom. And we do other things too in the world too. Those are childish things. But we became so we became y'all got it.
come on, man. Hey, what are you trying to say? You know, we became wise. And these scriptures literally teach us how to live. You know, hey, if we scriptures, hey, that's really scriptures teach us how to live. You know,
Con. I got slug. I got one more precept. Con. So this
come,
2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse slug chapter 5 and verse 17. Therefore, if any man be in Hamashiach, he's a new creature. So when you come into this truth, man, you're a new creature, right? Old things are passed away, behold, all things are become new. So everything like that, man, the Lord kind of winked at your folly. He winked at that because you didn't know what you was doing. You just being Jake in the world, man, right? I was being Jake in the world. Yashara was being Jake in the world. But now we came into this truth.
um,
We sorry for what we did. No, we kind of repent for that, right? Because all things are become new. You know, so come.
man. You got appreciate y'all showing?
you guys got it.
Right, this Iraq 4 and 10. Be as a father unto the fatherless, man. Now, hey, that's literally the so-called circle of life. You know, in a sense. You know, we was fatherless. You know, brothers helped us. You know, being a father unto us on a spiritual sense, and now that's what we have to do. You know, be a father unto the fatherless, and instead of a husband unto their mother. So shalt thou be as the son of the Most High, and he shall love thee for Salaki, and he shall love thee more than thy mother doeth. Man. That's deep. That's for real, man. You know, and I got another precept right for value, right? To precept that up, right? It's First Peter 1. Let me read verse 22. Seeing ye have purified your souls in obeying the truth through the Spirit, unto unfeigned love of thy brethren. You know, hey, literally in this truth is loving your side, man. Literally in this truth is loving all your brothers, man. You know, being in this thing, man. You know, see that ye love one another with a pure heart, Salaki, fervency, man. You know, verse 23, being born again, not of corruptible seed, but of incorruptible. Now, this thing is literally incorruptible, man. You know, most of these things, most of these precepts will never leave our mind. You know, hey, in the world, you know, we forget about things. You know, we'll never forget about Deuteronomy 28. Literally, bro, think about that. We'll never forget about that, you know? We'll forget about how to shoot a basketball, you know? We'll forget about how to throw a football, you know? But hey, we have been born of incorruptible seed. We really got to think that's the living proof that the Most High is real, you know? We're not going to forget about these things, man. You know, being born again, not of corruptible seed, but of incorruptible, by the word of Yahawah, which liveth and abideth forever. And that's proof, man. Pure proof, word for proof. It's like a pure proof that the Most High is real in His word, man. We're not going to forget about these things. We're not going to forget about how we used to be in the world. That's some things we're not going to forget about, right? And read on. For all flesh is grass, and all the glory of man as the flower of grass. And when we was in that world, no glory, walking in the school with some new J's, man, some new Air Forces. You know, hey, that's the hell with that, man. You know, this is the real glory right here. You know, having a crown on. And that's gonna be the real glory, man. You know, for all flesh
Con,
is grass, and all the glory of man as a flower of grass. The grass was with rest, lucky it, and the flower thereof falleth away. So hey, that all is gonna go away, right? Close it up, right? But the word of the Lord endureth forever. This is the word which by the gospel is preached unto you, man. You know,
Con. I like how you said we remember those things we did in the world. Hey man, there's people out there that still remembers killing that Jake, man, in the world for real, like straight up. There's Jakes out there that killed people and then came into this truth.
mm,
Paul, come on, man.
yeah.
Peter did not. That was not his first time doing that. Come on, man. That was not his first time chopping somebody's ear off like that, man. If he did it so easily like that, man. Right? Because you gotta understand how much I was wrong with some, stepless. But this Second Corinthians 4 and 16, for which we for which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. Right? So it's renewed. Our spirit is renewed day by day. Where we're being renewed, right? You just being different now. You used to be all about going to clubs, beating up on Jake, just doing something folly or something like that. Now you just more chill. You in the truth. You love greeting your brother. You love asking how your brother doing. You apologize to the brother. You used to bully and things of that nature because you're different, right? Because you're renewed day by day, right? You're not the same, and you shouldn't be the same if you came into this truth from the world. You come on, man. Because as humbly as I can say this one brother, well, many people, but this one brother, he said, in a DM, he said, "Bro, why you different?" I'm like, I took that as a compliment for real. I took that as a real compliment. But he said, "Why you different?" I said, "Exactly." I didn't respond to it, but in my mind, I just said exactly. I just said exactly, man, because you're supposed to be renewed day by day. If people still, saying you the same thing, you're not doing something right.
con.
Yeah.
Bruh, everybody knows I hella changed up.
Mm.
Everybody knows that. Bro, I hella changed up.
Oh, crazy.
Con, or call line, YAHAWASHI, check your shot. You
Shit.
know? And bruh, also like, let me see. Oh yeah, people, sometimes people ask me, "Well, why you so quiet?" You know,
Mm.
they ask me in class, "Why you so quiet?" Like, hey, hey, I wasn't about to. All right, but I was going to do that, but class just had started, so I'm like, hey, what, I was
Come
just go ahead, you know, because hey, what is there to talk about? Like the brothers always say, there's
Mm.
nothing to talk about.
wish.
Yeah, I done told you the truth 3 times, 7 times. All right, you just want to accept it. I gave you the precepts. We talked about it a few times. So what the hell do you want to talk about? That's what I don't get, bro. You know, Yo,
That's one way to get me to speak too, man. Like sometimes me and my dad, we just be like chilling, watching TV. We don't really talk. Then he started asking about God, like talking about God. I start going like we start going in, like going back and forth and things like that. Like we start, oh no, man. But
all
con,
right, uh,
I
uh,
love talking about that.
yeah, hey, that's where you catch. Hey, that's where you catch us at.
Hmm.
That's what we we love talking about this. You know, we love talking about this. Uh, but yeah, you brothers want to pull out any closing preset?
Look,
Come on.
that was my last one.
All right,
All right, come on. All right, let me try to find this in code.
all right,
One, two, three.
Let's see. I got one closing precept after you.
Okay.
uh,
Right in Job chapter 23, I'm gonna read verse 10. He knoweth the way that I take. When he has tried me, I shall come forth as gold. So, hey, Lord willing, if we get through this thing, man, we're gonna come forth as gold. We being renewed day by day, walking in the spirit, man. Trying our hardest, to stay away from our sin.
all right,
Verse 11, my foot has held its steps. His way have I kept and not declined. So that's what Lord willing, we're doing that. You know, verse 12. Neither have I gone back from his commandment of his lips. I have esteemed the words of his mouth more than my necessary food. Man. So hey, that's what y'all was talking about. We do this, man. Hey, for real. I literally, man, it's lucky, But hey, that's the scriptures, man. I literally consume this, bro. I kid you not, consuming more than this, brother, more than regular food, man.
uh,
For real, man. That's hey, the scripture, man.
hey, all praise, call on YAHAWAH.
Right.
Check your shot.
All about him, verse 13. Right, but he is in one mind. Who can turn him? And what is his soul desirous? Even that he yet doeth, man. You know, for he performeth the thing that is appointed for me, and many such things are with him. So hey, Lord willing, man, we a part of the number to get through these things. Man.
Uh,
Time's coming, man. See World War III kicking the hell off. Damn, all
all
hell,
right,
man.
that's
Yeah,
right
all
though.
of a sudden
Um,
Donald Trump got coronavirus now.
Right.
All of a
yeah,
sudden.
That's all
all
that. That's all hell breaking loose.
right, and his wife, just all of a
Yeah,
sudden,
all of a sudden. At the same time. Both of them at the
um,
same time, man.
at the
Right.
same time,
That's the Lord.
bro. He looked perfectly fine on the damn debate.
Yeah, he was.
You know, he was, with his damn orange ass, bro.
Yeah.
He looked perfectly fine. Damn Cheeto,
Right.
Cheeto head ass, right?
Right. Right.
God. Hey, what I really think, this is what I'm just thinking though. What I really think, how bad he did on the debate. Y'all saw that.
I
Mm-hmm.
really don't see it, man.
I didn't see it, man. I know you didn't.
Con, I was watching it live. I was watching it live with the fam. You know, we didn't watch all of it though. But I watched the most of it. Hey, it was unruly. They didn't know how to debate at all, bruh. It was just they were just talking over each other. Trump was getting on damn Joe Biden's ass, right? He was getting on. He was roasting the hell out of it, you know, like damn little kids and stuff. But he did really bad, and it just made America look like a damn joke, which it is,
Literally.
looks like it, con. And basically, I think that maybe because he did bad on that debate, that he's going to test. They're just going to say that he tested positive for the coronavirus, which would make up for how bad he did on the debate or something like that. You know what I'm
Cause
saying?
I feel like, I feel like it's all pandemic, man. Another pandemic. I
All
feel
right.
like he doesn't have it because we already, bro. He doesn't have no damn coronavirus,
He does it. Yeah.
man. I feel like he's doing that because so he could get out the debates. So like it give him a withdrawal. So
Oh, okay.
if he won that first one, they might withdraw all the other ones, just give it to him, man. And all hell gonna break loose. Lord willing.
Oh,
What the
You know
hell?
what I feel like?
Kidding?
Because there's just one on The Simpsons. He was dead, man. You know how they be on the left hand side, they be predicting things on the left
mm-hmm.
hand side.
Pandemic.
Yeah, that playing stuff, bro.
Pandemic.
Yeah, that's we about to see though. We about to see what's about to happen. Because I had two dreams in a row about missiles just hitting Babylon for real, man.
All praises.
And I saw on the map it said like if I'm not mistaken, it said like South Carolina, and that's like right next to where I'm at too, bro. So we about to see what's about to go on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let me just get these close precepts. Acts chapter 28 and verse. I'm gonna start at 30. It says, "And Paul dwelt 2 whole years in his own hired house, and received all that came in unto him, preaching the kingdom of the Most High, and teaching those things which concern the Lord Yahawah Mahashiach, with all confidence, no man forbidding him." Bahasham Mashiach Yahushua, man. With all confidence. Paul didn't give a damn. All right, Paul didn't give a damn who was out there. All right, he didn't give a damn just preaching. He was getting on everybody. All right, he's rebuking the damn heathen, rebuking his own people. All right, so hey, he didn't give a damn. He was preaching with all confidence. You know, all the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that the Most High has bestowed upon that man, and he was giving it to him. All right, Colin, we got to be like that too. You know.
I got my last precept. So this just goes with the topic we was talking about today when we first started. But the spirit carries it away. But it's First Corinthians 1:10. Like I always bring out. I love this verse. Now
All right.
beseech you, brethren, by the name of our Lord Yahawah Hamashiach, that ye all speak the same thing, and that there be no divisions among you, but that you be perfectly joined together in the same mind and in the same judgment. So whoever you with, man, y'all shouldn't be. It shouldn't be one person in truth and one person in the world, man. I gotta be like minded, the same, accord and everything, the same goal and things of that nature, right? So come on.
That's right.
I'm just finish listening from Job. Right, it's Job 23 and 14. For he performeth the thing that is appointed for me, and me such things will tell. Therefore am I troubled at his presence when I consider I am afraid of him. Hey, so that's how we're supposed to be. Literally afraid of the Lord.
All right.
Literally, bro. He can take us out at any moment, take us out in our sleep. Moving on. Because I have not cut off before the darkness, neither hath he covered the darkness from my face. So, hey, this was Job going in travail, man. We
All right.
might feel like that, in Jacob's trouble. We ain't getting no water on a physical level, man. No food. Oh man, the Lord troubling me. He's not turning me from darkness. What's going on?
All right.
Right? Right? Why same times are not hidden from the Almighty? Do they that know Him see His days? So hey, you don't know what the Lord got planned for you. So hey, that's why it says we gotta walk in the commandments, bro. Because what can He do? He's not gonna take you out for not keeping the commandments, man. He gonna take you out because you're in darkness. And if you know you're keeping the commandments with all faith and all righteousness, then don't be afraid, man. Don't be afraid of this thing if you know you're in the right. If you know you're keeping these commandments.
That's
But
right.
hey, right, like it says right here, if you're in darkness, that's just the most high shine you as gold, man.
Man, Esau throwing a party, man.
Yeah. Big ass party.
Yeah, cave beast.
Come on.
God. All right, pecan. Yeah. So, let's say any last points.
Wow.
Research.
Um,
All right. So with
right.
that,
I did like I'm a spirit man. I flipped to the scripture where the
come,
Bible
come, come.
it's Jeremiah 51 and 51. We are confounded because we have heard reproach. Same hath covered our faces, for strangers are into the sanctuaries of the Lord's house. Strangers, in that party. The Lord just flipped it to him.
Hmm. Yeah, all praises.
Come,
All right. Yeah. So with that, I to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh Bashmi Ashah, Ashar, Feast of Tabernacles. All right, for those that's observing it, Shabbat Shalom, and a hearty Shalom to 12 tribes of Israel. Hey, check out the brothers' channels. All right, Abaya, Hajar, Gabar, and also, check out my channel if you got time. Talk to the audience, but basically, I got some got some few we got some fire in that channel, and other brother channels too. So that let you evolve on the glory and praise unto Yahweh Shema Mashak Yahweh and say Shalom. This is your brother Yasha out.
brother, tell me.
Brother, bye.
Shalom.